Chris Nagus, who broke the story. Chris, just moments ago, I understand that another whistleblower came forward. I want to share with our viewers what she had to say, and then we'll get more on the story from you. Roll that tape, please.
There were many of us who asked, why is that like that? And our supervisor, I can't speak for the other ones, but ours said, if we process 1 or 2 of these applications a month, then we've done our job. So it was a lot of money to be spent on that little bit of nothing.
So were you just staring at the walls?
You would talk to the person sitting next to you. We did a lot of that. And then if it got out of hand, they'd come along and tell you to quiet down or sit at your desk and be quiet like your children. We're all adults working there.
All right, Chris, would you tell us who that lady is and what she was supposed to be doing?
Well, Stuart, her name is Paula Bujeski. She worked for Cognosante, which is a contractor that works in conjunction with Serco. They all work under the same roof out there in Wentzville, Missouri, and her job was to process applications, paper applications, for the Affordable Care Act. Some call it Obamacare. And she says most of her work days were spent doing virtually nothing. They would go through an entire 8-hour workday, accomplish nothing, because there simply wasn't enough work to do. And just moments ago, I got off the phone with another former employee, someone that worked at Serco. That employee claims she got paid to play Pictionary all day for 8 hours a day. So it's quite baffling. It's head-scratching. A lot of questions about what's happening out there at this facility.
But, Chris, Serco is hiring more workers, even though these workers say there's nothing for them to do and they're being paid to do nothing.
That is correct. We sent a News 4 KMOV producer out to that facility. He was met by a security guard. That security guard told the producer if he wanted to apply for a job, he would have to apply online. We saw evidence that they're still hiring on the internet, online accepting applications. And employees there at that facility have told us the claim is that Serco is reimbursed or paid for the number of employees that they have working at that facility. So there's really no incentive to get rid of anyone if there's not enough work to do, and that's the reason the hiring continues.
Have you contacted Serco, the contractor, and what did they tell you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We have reached out to Serco, and Serco has told us to reach out to CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. So CMS is now talking on behalf of Serco. All they'll say about this situation is that they work to spend federal funds appropriately and that they periodically review how many employees are working out there at that facility. But we have asked them point blank about these claims. We wanted to know if this current employee's claim about getting reimbursed for the number of employees on the payroll is correct, and they won't answer that question. We have not received a solid answer.
Chris Nagus, thanks for joining us. Good story. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.